What if I told you that the answer to India's greatest mystery is not buried in any cave? For centuries, one question has haunted Indian history. Who were the first Indians? Were they one people, one race, one origin? हिस्टोरियंस ने आर्ग्यू किया, पॉलिटिशियन ने इसके ऊपर फॉट किया, आइडियोलॉजीज एक दूसरे के साथ क्लैश हुई, बिकॉज द आंसर चेंज एवरीथिंग. नाउ how we see ourselves, how we see each other, how we understand what India actually is. In 2018, a journalist named Tony Joseph published a book that answered this question. With science, with DNA, with evidence nobody could argue with. And this book was called Early Indians. And when ancient humans died, their bones remained. And inside those bones, preserved for thousands of years, was their DNA. Scientists can now extract that DNA, sequence it, compare it, and trace it, like a detective reading a fingerprint. As per our prior knowledge, 65,000 years ago, the first human entered India. They came from Africa through Arabian Peninsula along the coastline. Scientists call them the ancient ancestral South Indians. They were the original Indians, dark-skinned, hunter-gatherers, extraordinary adapted to Indian subcontinent. They spread across the entire landmass from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, from Gujarat to Assam. For tens of thousands of years, India belonged entirely to them. These were the people who painted Bhimbetka. These were the people who art we stood before in part 2. These were the first Indians. They were not long, around 9,000 years ago, a second group arrived from the Zagros mountain in what is today called Iran. They are farmers. They knew how to grow crops. They bought wheat, barley, cattle. Scientists call them the Iranian agriculturists. They didn't conquer the first Indians. They didn't replace them. They mixed with them. Slowly, over thousands of years, in the river valley, in the settlement, in the homes. And from the mixing, the Harappan civilization was born. The greatest urban civilization. And then, around 4,000 years ago, a third group arrived from the Eurasian steppes, Central Asia, the vast grassland north of the Caucasus mountain. They were the Indo-Aryans. They bought horses, they bought chariot, they bought the Vedic language, the ancestors of Sanskrit. And they bought the hymns. The Rig Veda, the oldest survival text, written in a language carried on horseback across thousands of miles into the subcontinent. This is the migration that changed everything, that sparked decades of debate, that politicians still argue about. But the DNA does not argue. The DNA simply says they came, they mixed, and India became. It means there is no such thing as pure Indian. Every single person on this subcontinent carries all three of these migration in different proportion, in different combination. The South Indian carries more of the ancient African migration. The North Indian carries the most steppe ancestors. The tribal communities carries the oldest DNA of all. But everyone carries Africa because we all began there. India is not one people. India was never one people. India is and has always a confluence, a meeting point of migration, of cultures, of DNA, of stories.